Hello, and it's time to review a figure that I only unboxed last night. So I unboxed it last night, I opened it up, I found an issue with it, I fixed the issue over the night, and time to review it. Good times! Quick look at the box. It is the latest series Deformation Robot. It's JJ602A. Apparently you can be a deformation tycoon if you collect them all. That's always funny. What's on the back? Apparently you can get a massive breacher, which looks awful. A really shoddy looking drift skyhammer. Yeah. I think I got the better ones off this option, selection, to be honest with you. I can go in the bin now. Yay! And I'm here to show you the joy that is Deformation. That's the only thing it says about it. Deformation Tank, as they've called it. Which is Combiner Wars Megatron. Squeeze down each teeny bit. The issue I had, let's get started off here. He's got this better gun. I'm not sure if the leader class came with that because I never got hold of it. Don't think I even ever saw it for sale. Basically, that peg snapped off in his hand because it was too tight. It was just way too tight and that just snapped off. So I had to drill peg, glue, and then open up the hand. And unfortunately, because this is such wibbly plastic, it sort of wobbles, sort of bends slightly. So I'm a bit gun shy of even using this thing. Or is it two pieces? Is it supposed to be two pieces? Is that supposed to be like a missile launcher and then a gun? Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know that. That's cool. Okay, I'll tell you that. I can have a missile launcher on this side. And machine gun on that side. Okay, now we're really cooking with electric. Didn't know you could do that. The stuff you find out on camera. That's why it was so wobbly. Alright, fair enough, I'll give you that. Okay, fair enough. So we'll take those off. We'll put them down here. And you see, I got this, I transformed it, and there are no wheels. Looks like there's a space where a wheel should be there, and possibly there, but there are no wheels, and these tracks don't really want to go as flush as they should. So he's kind of rearing up at the front slightly. But it's not bad. And there's one thing with this whole thing, because I'm vaguely aware of the leader class, even though I never got it, I'm vaguely aware of it. And one thing I know it can do is the way it's all transformed, the turret can still turn. I'm like, nah, no way. Alright, okay. Oh, it can. It certainly can. It can do a full 360 as well. Pardon me. But there's a reason why I'm turning it that way, because for some reason it doesn't like going that way. I don't know if the gearing's slightly off. If you try and do it this way, it's a lot tighter. So, there you go. You can just turn that way, it's fine. So yeah, he's, you know what, he's not bad. Even in this little like camo paint job and stuff, he's not bad. Not bad at all. I can't fault it. 0108, whatever that means. Was the barrel this long? Because this is a very long barrel. Like, really long barrel. Yeah. Size comparison. Because this was a leader class figure. It is now about Voyager. This is Titan's Return Megatron. And it's pretty much the exact same size, to be honest with you. I mean, it's a bit long because it's got these bits, but they're hollow. There's nothing in them. This is a solid brick. So yeah, it's about Voyager class, and it looks a lot more consistent a tank. As much as I quite like this, this is a lot more consistent a tank, and was less than half the price. Hooray! Yeah, this is about £10 off eBay. It's one of those you had to pick them and then select them. And then it took like a month for them to be delivered, if not more. But whatever. This cold still hasn't gone, by the way. I'm still suffering. I'll have to have Beecham's or something after this. But yeah, it's quite good. Should we transform him? Okay, so I don't know how the original goes, and I never read the instructions. So what you do is you untap this piece, and you basically just rotate it that way. So this big slab that was basically that piece there goes up against that and leave it. It's about the best thing you can do with it. Untap, rotate it that way. Voice is going, sorry. And now this is in the way so you can't see. These pieces tab in there. Now, because the plastic isn't amazing, instead of trying to pull them out, it's easier to try and slide them out. So that's gonna... Oh, okay, that one's just popped straight out. This side, I think, is the one that fights me. Yep. This... likes to fight me, this one. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't want to break this on camera. Ah, there you go. Got him out. Okay. So that one will fight you. That one, well, it might fight you. It fought me. So you get those. Wriggle this piece out of the way. And then we'll do it from underneath so you can see what's going on. You make sure this piece is out of the way. Then you just straighten them up. And they should tab into place. You bring that down. That's a foot. So we'll straighten that. Bring it out a bit. Tab it into place. And then, just so you can see the thing that's still there, this little shim piece actually slides and stuff just to give it almost like a bit of almost pneumatics. That's quite cool. Is it pneumatics or hydraulics? Either way. So we're left with this. Quad tank. No. We're left with this. Fair enough. As you do. Why not? That's a bit brutal. Or is that supposed to be paint? I think it's paint. Don't know. So now you split the arms. Now the gun, we'll compact it, and it only goes about that far. This, using the little tabs here, here, and on the opposite side, there's those 4 tabs. They just go into 1, 2, 3, 4. And for robot mode, it's got this peg, which I did originally try and hide underneath in tank mode. I tried to hide it underneath, but these tabs don't line up if you do it that way, so the peg's got to be up, unfortunately. So we'll slide that up on the double hinge, and then this one, before we double hinge it, we've got to peg it into that hole, because otherwise that would just be silly. Oh yeah, what am I doing? I'll turn it that way around. Aha. And then we'll double hinge that up. We'll fold this up and use this massive peg, goes into the hole, and it does tab in really securely. There we go. And then we'll bring down straighten the legs out and stuff. Stand nicely. Stand. Bring the camera up slightly. Dramatic head reveal. Bear in mind there's 2 pegs here that should hold into there. Don't do it very well, but now we have Soviet Megatron. Yes, it's Soviet Russia. Nice red star. But yeah, you know what? He's really nice. As far as it goes, he's really nice. The arms all do all this business. You know, it's got swivels, it's got elbows. Even the hands rotate, and this is the one I've had to hack up slightly to get the gun to fit in there without breaking. You know, they rotate, that's fine. They've got the gun, and I've added the silver around the outside, otherwise it was just black. That's just my vague attempt to make it look a little bit more fusion cannon-y. You don't have to. You can do it better if you like. You can do whatever you want. He has waist, the head, which is quite G1, but quite sort of miserable. There's something, I don't know if the eyes are too big. There's something about that. Or if they're too wide, maybe they should have cut off a bit earlier. I don't know. There's something about that that doesn't look quite kosher. But waist swivel, he's got G1-esque Megatron waist, which is lovely. The legs have got a bend, they go out. You can wiggle the toe a bit if you really want to, but only up. but there's no thigh swivel, which is a bit of a shame, because if you look at his feet, slightly inboard, like he's a nervous Japanese schoolgirl. I mean, he stands fine, but he's like, oh, excuse me, senpai, oh, please notice me. Or whatever the weeboos say. So yeah, he's weird, but he's not bad. These tracks, I think on the original, this was an actual hinge. You could have brought them down, folded them onto the back properly, but on this that's just one piece. So you can try and rotate it like that, and you know, which around does it go that way? You can do that if you want, but I think it just looks a little bit back heavy. But yeah, whatever. So let's put him back the way I prefer it, because it's my review. There we go. Slide that back up. These are loose. I might have to try and floor polish these or something because they're quite loose. But you know, I was leaning horribly forward because I messed with the hips. But yeah, he's not bad at all. Not bad at all. And size comparison. So he's kind of a small Voyager, but he's still more than a deluxe. You're not going to be my new stand-in for deluxe, but Dark of the Moon Starscream. So he's definitely Voyager, he's just not the world's tallest Voyager. But, oh, I have actually got a little light here. Get me. Something I would like to point out. You can't really see it if I do that, can you? See how dreamy blue eyes he's got? So I'm trying to adjust this so you can actually see. But the entire back of his head is light piping. So you're like, woo, light piping. I don't know, if his eyes are blue, and the Russians don't consider themselves bad guys, they consider themselves to be doing everything, you know, for the greater good. Is he supposed to be a good guy? I don't know. So I suppose now as this can be a missile pod, I'm going to fit it on the forearm and put his little pop machine gun in his hand, which is now a little bit loose, is it? No, there you go. No, if I push it in far enough, it's not loose. I did open that one out slightly, because this peg didn't like it. So yeah. Yeah, I see what people mean about Combined Wars Megatron's shoulders being a bit low, because now you straighten the arm up. It is like, you know, it is a bit lower than it should be. But yeah, he's quite nifty. He's quite fun, and for like a tenner, maybe a touch less, I can't remember. He's well worth picking up. So yeah, that's just. Why do I always do this? Why do I always do this every time? Stand there, Megs. I'll find you good. And there it is. So I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you in the next one. Bye!